Alright, what is going on, guys? We are back for some more Mario stuff, and wasn't actually planning on making this video, but it seems like a good time to, because I have a couple things I need to talk about uh, that are coming up fairly soon, and because I really don't want to do anything else. I tried to, that sucked. I tried to work out. Can I spin jump these? Okay, I can spin jump them and not die, but I cannot kill them. They are immortal. But yeah, I tried to work out earlier, and yeah, just was not feeling that. Did like around 10 minutes on the elliptical, and I was like, you know what, I just don't think I have it in me today. And the main reason for that could possibly be, fuck you, Chuck, could possibly be because I neglected to get more pre-workout. Is there a, oh, don't tell me I need the Chuck. Okay, Chuck, unfuck you. Come here, buddy. Oh God. Okay, went back a little bit too far, but that's just fine. But yeah, I neglected to. Damn it! I neglected to get pre-workout, and now it has officially snowed, and it's had like a pretty substantial snowfall in just like a couple hours. It really piled up quick, and I think it's supposed to keep doing that sort of thing off and on for the next couple days. So, yeah, I might not walk all the way to get pre-workout because that's like 10 minutes away, but there is a little store like just right across the street that I could walk to if necessary to get like groceries and other stuff, which I may need to do. But anyway, wanted to talk about a couple things in this video. Gonna start out with the bad news because, you know, save the best for last and whatnot. But apparently it was announced on Twitter today that Daniel Bryan is, look at me, I'm so distraught I can't play Mario. Daniel Bryan is retiring, guys. And, oh, you... But, yeah, Daniel Bryan is apparently retiring. He's going to announce it tonight. If it is a work, it's like the most elaborate work in history. We'll find out in 3 hours or so. From the time I'm recording this, you know, by the time this goes up, like I don't know, I might upload this like right after, yeah, so people who are kind of anticipating, you know, what's going to happen tonight will be able to hear my thoughts on the situation for whatever they're worth. But yeah, Daniel Bryan is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I actually started watching WWE regularly again when he was getting his big push and he went to WrestleMania and won the title and all of that. I have not been a fan of wrestling in that sense in years, and he was plagued with injuries, and there was some talk that some people in the company didn't... Okay, I have a shell. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm probably gonna need that. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, what the... Okay, wait a minute. We can figure this out. Okay, let's go back in time here. I'm overthinking this or something. Okay, I need, can I just... Oh. Ha! Oh, wait. I can kinda... Yeah! Fuck your system! That was not how I was supposed to do that, but, you know, whatever works. But yeah, apparently everybody on Twitter, like superstars and fans alike, have been, kind of expressing their respect for Daniel Bryan all day. So if it is a work, it's a massive work because they have people, like, so many people in on it, you know. That's BS, but yeah, I probably gonna watch to see that because, you know, if it is legit, he's gonna give a great speech. You know, he's gonna say his piece, and I'm sure he'll be back in some capacity from time to time. But it's just gonna suck not to see him in the ring anymore because, you know, he's is this death? No, it is not. Because you know, he was always such a great wrestler. You know, this is a guy who, like, the hardcore wrestling fans were behind for years because he was the guy that wrestled in like these promotions and whatnot that you would see like on your local Fox network or whatever at like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock on a Saturday night, like the worst time slot. But, you know, people who are dedicated to the craft and hone that craft can be successful, and he proved that. So if he is throwing in the towel for real, you know, like I said, we'll find out. But in the event that it does happen to be true, you know, wow, that guy just, he could not take the sorrow either, so he opted out by dematerializing, apparently. But yeah, hats off to you, Daniel Bryan, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You know, thank you for all you've done, and he really opened the door for a lot of, like, people in the business, because, like, I'm sure I'm forgetting some people, but like he and Punk were two of the bigger indie guys that really made a splash. Like Seth Rollins, was an indie guy too, and a lot of guys worked in the indies. But I think Bryan really epitomizes that whole old school wrestler style with a good gimmick, a good catchphrase, limited on the theatrics, but just great in the ring. I knew that was gonna happen. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And Daniel Bryan, fan for life. Anyway, moving on to a more positive note. Oh, come on. The this guy loves doing this Build-A-Bridge stuff. The second episode of the chopping block is... Oh, okay, it's not that bad. I complain for nothing. He's like, some lazy guy's gonna hit these blocks and think they go all the way across. Yep, you got me. There's some weird stuff going on my screen. I really hope that's not, like, coming through in the video. But, the second episode of the chopping block is going to be uploaded hopefully this Friday. I'm not saying, with 100% certainty because things can happen, but yeah, I've already actually recorded the cutting edge segment for the second episode. If you'll recall, the first episode featured Sky Hurricane 89 as our guest, and in this one, you'll just have to tune in to see who's the next guest who I'm going to be interviewing. And also, we're going to be talking a little bit about current gaming news. We're going to be talking a little bit about some personal updates we have about, the channel and things we're trying to do to improve the channel and whatnot. And we're also going to be debuting a new segment. And as you'll recall, in the last episode of the Chopping Block, we did Combat Chat, which is our MMA discussion. Fizz and I have been doing that for a few years now. But, oh man, look at that. Yeah, I think on like one of the previous episodes I didn't get any, so that's just proof, guys. Some days you are the bird, and some days you are the windshield. Be the bird, kids. Be the bird. But yeah, we kind of realized that not enough happens in MMA that often for us to make an episode of the of Combat Chat every single month to put into okay, kind of stalled out there for a second. I was like, what's the deal here? But yeah, so instead of doing Combat Chat in episode 2, we're going to be debuting a new segment called Game App Chat. And basically, as you could probably guess by the title, it's going to be us talking about some app games, mobile games that we've been playing and that we kind of like, and we're going to give a little mini review. And the way it may work is we may give a first thoughts deal now, and then later on in a future segment, talk about our final reviews for the games. But I think that's going to be cool because, like I said, the format of the episodes, in case no one has guessed yet, is, we kind of start off with general gaming news, and then and I thought that was the goal. And then we move on to the cutting edge, where I interview someone, fellow YouTube gamer. Then we kind of talk about personal stuff and rant a bit, similar to the way that I do in these hacks. I wonder if this can kill me. Let me see. Nah, I think it just pushes you up. Hooah! Don't even need your blocks. I do need to wait for your blocks, though. But yeah, and after we kind of give our little rant, we have a segment after that, which is, like I said, it's going to change. Sometimes it's going to be Combat Chat, sometimes it's going to be Game App Chat, but, I'm really excited about doing this whole Chopping Block series. This is one of the things I always wanted to do on my channel, is to kind of have a regular running vlog that actually had some cool editing and stuff in the past. I mean, we were doing the Chopping Block, which is like us talking on Skype over a still image. Okay, where am I supposed to use this P-switch at? Okay, we'll try here, and hopefully this is not a red herring. I think it is. Let's see what's over here. Please be the exit. Okay, I think we're progressing. Good stuff. All right, look at that. I worried for nothing, as I usually do. Alright, had to mute my mic there for a second while I was coughing. I'm still kind of sick. It's, It's actually getting pretty annoying, but it is getting better slowly. Um, and yeah, like I said, I've you know, gotten some new software. I've you know, incorporated some better editing techniques and some better audio techniques. And there's like a cool little intro and an outro and all that stuff. So I really have fun making it, and I hope you guys will check it out. And we always kind of end the episode with or we're planning to. I say we always do. This is only gonna be the second episode, but it is, you know, we do have a format for it with some sort of thing where we can kind of interact with viewers. The first episode we did was a Castle Crashers giveaway, and that's still going on. And we're probably gonna plug that again. And then after that, we're probably going to, or for this episode, we're actually going to do probably like a Q&A thing, and, you know, ask, that sucked, Chuck sat on my face. Chuck teabagged me. Insert random football Super Bowl joke there because Chuck is a football player. Haha, I'm so out of touch with sports. Like, I've been following MMA, but I missed this entire football season. And everyone is talking about the Super Bowl, and I'm just like, yep, football's a game. Yep, I watched it once upon a time. But yeah, I'm not sure what the question is going to be, but we're going to ask something to try to get people to, you know, to hear people's opinions so we can get some interaction and some discussion going because, you know, I think that's one of the fun things about a vlog. You guys tune in because you're obviously interested, at least somewhat, in what I'm up to. So with this sort of thing, we can find out what everybody else is up to as well. Okay, okay, I think I'm on the right track here. Let's see, okay, we go this way, and there were blocks up here, right? Yes, there were. Okay, yeah, you see this guy? He does put some puzzles into his hack, and normally I say I'm not a big fan of puzzles, but I'm not a big fan of puzzles when I think they're a little bit too convoluted. Like, the puzzles in this hack are, like, just right, you know what I mean? It's one of the things I really like about this hack, as I mentioned before, because you could kind of see, like, these P-switch puzzles in this hack in an actual Mario game. And as I mentioned before, that is, oh, this is a dead end, but that is something that I do look for when it comes to hacks. Now, some hacks are like completely off the wall in terms of, you know, what you would expect in an actual Mario game, but that's cool too. It's just, you know, my preference, and, you know, it's all subjective at the end of the day. But I am going to play a couple hacks eventually where, you know, it incorporates some kind of wacky stuff and show those off too, because it's really good. But yeah, I like this hack a lot. It's pretty sweet. I was going to say something there, but I completely lost my... Oh yeah, I was going to talk about, like, I used to play some hacks on the old channel, man, and, like, I'm not going to, like, name drop the hacks, because, I mean, it's not really hating, it's just me saying I wasn't a fan of what they put together. Like, certain hacks would just take the whole P-switch, shell, springboard, puzzle deal, and just go a little bit over the top, for my taste. Now, people who enjoy, you know, puzzle games, and there's a huge audience for that, would love it, and, you know, I think that's great. But for me, it's like I always kind of think of Mario as a platformer, you know, with certain puzzle elements thrown in. I mean, you could technically argue that there was a crafting element too in the original, because, you know, for example, you had to keep a Yoshi so you could get the blue shell or get the wings, or try to get the wings in a level and get through it to turn your Yoshi blue on the overworld map. That sucks. So, you know, you could fly with any shell. So, yeah, just when hacks get a little too puzzly, I'm not a fan. But I think I already know the next hack I'm going to do, and the chopping block is going to have okay. The chopping block is going to have more Mario hack footage featured in it, so there will be some visual content that you can watch while you listen to us talk. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put more footage in from Big Boo's Revenge, or if I'm just going to do a whole new hack. I'm kind of up in the air on it right now. Alright, sorry about that. Had to clear my throat again. I think it's just when I'm talking for, like, long periods of time that my voice gets kind of poopy now. It happened the other day. I was playing music, and I sang, like, 4 songs, and by the end, my voice was just completely shot. Am I looping? I think I'm looping. I'm looping! Or maybe not. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think a good thing to do would be to use different hack footage, and that way I can... Oh, I'm supposed to fly up here, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. And that way it'll kind of show off different hacks, and if people like it, they can be like, oh, hey, I'd like to see you do a full playthrough of that hack in the future. What the? Okay. It's running across the goal, and I could have sworn I heard the little bow sound that happens when you're, like, choosing the wrong path in the original Super Mario Brothers. Like, that gimmick was in the 8-1 castle, and it was either in, like, I'm not sure, it was either in, like, 4-1 or 5-1 or somewhere around there, like, you saw it before the end, but it was pretty innovative at the time, too, man. Alright, we'll go ahead and, mop up Iggy's castle, so we can say we knocked out the entire World 3 in this video. Super flamboyant, glittery castle here, nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's water here, huh? Oh, is this just background water? How is... Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna question it. Like, we could be in, one of those, let's see, taking over this place was the best idea we ever had. Princess Peach simply didn't have a clue, Iggy. Okay. I was gonna say we might be in one of those, the underwater aquarium deals where you're, like, in a glass tube with the, water surrounding you. Man, I went to one of those things one time, and, it was pretty great, because, where I live, there's not exactly an ocean. I've been to the beach several times, but I've always been kind of interested in aquatic animals and, that sort of deal. And they had all these exhibits. Like, they had an exhibit on the Titanic, and, like, stories, like, legends about Atlantis and whatnot. And then they had an actual, aquarium that you could go through. And on one of the walls, there were, like, a bunch of scratches there. And there was a plaque next to it, and said, these scratches you see are the result of a shark attack on... Oh, well, the shark attack, and it had, like, the date. And I was like, wow, okay. If I was in there and a shark lunged at the window for me, I'm pretty sure, like, it was a conveyor belt, we were being moved through at a very slow pace. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have just, like, bolted toward the exit. And, like, after it was over, like, in the area outside, there was, like, a little restaurant deal, and like tables and stuff, and there was a guy giving a like a little speech, like the technical information about it, where everybody's been halfway through the exhibit and we're all just kind of resting and everything. And anyway, when he's giving his speech, he's talking about, like, how durable the glass is, and how, oh, you don't have to worry, nothing will ever break through it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're a liar. I'm sure you know what you're talking about. But if I was in there and saw a shark lunge at me, I would say, I would not be saying, oh man, this is made from, super awesome, amazing, unbreakable glass. We're gonna be safe from shark bites over here. No, I'm gonna be saying, it's better safe than sorry. Like, our species has survived this long because of that mantra. I forget, somebody said this, like, this is not my quote. I clearly stole this from somewhere, but, like, the idea is humans have survived for so long because, like, if you hear a rustling in the bushes, it could be a breeze or it could be a tiger. So, do you treat it like a breeze, or you treat it like a tiger? Well, you treat it like a tiger because, you'll be prepared. And if it is a breeze, it's like, oh, okay, no big deal. But if you think, oh, it's just a breeze, and you walk by and you get pounced on, yep, you're going to be kicking yourself. But you probably won't be able to because your legs will have been bitten off. But that is natural selection for you. It's so weird, like, humans, all the shit we've done. Let's see. Hopefully Mario won't find out we took Princess Peach. The fool he is, he might try to find her and discover the secret star. Iggy, why would you just leave that out for me to find? I can't knock it. Like, those were in the original too, but it always kind of cracked me up. Well, I mean, there were info blocks in the original. That sucked. And that's what I get for not paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, you know what, bitch? Yeah. Suck fire. Had to reload my gun before I fought that guy. But yeah, I was just saying, like, the human species, for being as evolved as we are in comparison to, other species, we do some pretty stupid stuff. So maybe it's that we've evolved faster scientifically than we have morally, because science has the scientific method, and morality and ethics are, much more complicated. But there's theories about that stuff too, and that's another talk for another video. Iggy has been defeated, and now the Mario Bros. Can now proceed. Oh, and the Mario Bros. Can now proceed. I can't read today. But Peach is kidnapped again, and what does this have to do with the secret star, and why does Bowser not want them to find it? Yeah, man, good hack. Loving this hack. Let's see. What world is... Okay, apparently World 5 is going to be a water-themed world, or maybe this is just like the first level is water. But we'll find out when we come back. Thanks for watching, guys.